Limmy's World of Glasgow. Tom.
Many people call upon the Lord or rediscover the Lord when they find themselves going through a breakdown of some sort. But it wasn't the Lord that I needed when I suffered my breakdown the other day. It was a mechanic, for I suffered a good old-fashioned car breakdown as I was driving through the back roads of Kennishead Road late at night. For reasons known only to the Lord himself, my car decided to just give up on me as I was attempting to drive through this secluded, dark road. I got out of my car and opened up the bonnet to take a look inside the engine. I have absolutely no idea why I did this, for I haven't got the foggiest idea about how a car works. As I was left there, scratching my chin, helpless, a good Samaritan spotted me as he drove past, reversed back, got out of his car and asked me what the problem was. I said, "Friend, if I knew what the problem was, I wouldn't be standing here looking so puzzled." He said, "Okay, let me have a look, mate." And he ducked his head under the bonnet hood. There he was, rummaging away, apparently getting closer to working out what was wrong with this collection, this labyrinth of pipes and cables and all sorts of what have you. As he was doing this, I looked up Kennishead Road towards where I was headed. There was no one in sight. I looked back the way I came. Still, no one in sight. No one likely to be in sight for many minutes. I may as well have been in the middle of nowhere with this chap. A strange thought, dark as that night itself, crossed my mind. What is to stop me from bringing this bonnet down on top of this chap's head? There are no cameras. There are no witnesses. There is just no chance they could cage me for this one, I thought. All I would have to do is bring this bonnet down on this chap's head as quickly and as hard as I could, and jump on it, lean on it with all my weight. If it wasn't the impact of the bonnet itself against the fellow's head that knocked him out, it would be the impact of his face onto the machinery below. And if I didn't get him the first time, I could simply try again until I was sure the fellow had passed away. I reached for the metal pole that keeps the bonnet up and unhooked it from the bonnet, preparing myself to bring the bonnet down. Just as the man was telling me about the various possibilities that could have led to the breakdown, my eyes were attracted to the shadows that were being cast by the moon, shining its light on the trees above. I was absolutely startled to see that one portion of the shadows had merged to produce the image of the Christ. The unmistakable long hair, the beard, the expression of candour on his face. I could barely believe that Christ had decided to show his face to me, to tell me, "Tom, spare this man, spare this Samaritan, I command it." Out of shock, I brought my hands to my face in awe of this spectacle resulting in the bonnet falling on top of the man's head after all, and it did indeed knock him out. Panic began to set in. I turned towards Christ, but he had gone. But I didn't need his advice on this one. I knew what I had to do. I dragged the chap back to his car and dumped him in his front seat. He was groaning somewhat, which heartened me. He was still alive. I ran back to my car. I removed the registration plates and all my personal possessions from within the car, and then I set the car ablaze. I then proceeded to flee. I fled through the trees, over a golf course, through a public park, between the speeding cars of a busy dual carriageway, and I kept on running until I got home. Because although Christ knows that I am an innocent man, that it was an accident, because he was there, because he saw the whole thing, he believes me. He believes me, but they won't.